Okay, good morning, dear students. Myself, Ruhi Yadav, your science teacher. And see, we are going to continue with the revision of motion and the types of motion. Before that, we'll recall the topics that we had covered in the revision. So we have done with motion what exactly a motion is. Okay, any continuous displacement of an object is called as motion. Means if the object keeps on moving, that object is said to be in motion. Then we had learned about linear motion. Okay, so an object is said to have linear motion if the displacement is along a straight line. If it moves along a straight line, we said that object is in linear motion. Next, we had learned about the types of linear motion. So we had learned about the two types of linear motion, that is uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. Now, the term uniform means same. Okay, so same means here uniform stands for the speed. Okay, if the speed is same while it is moving, we call it as uniform linear motion. Okay, if it is same, and if it is not same, if the speed is different, we will call it as non-uniform linear motion. Okay. Next, we have learned about non-linear motion. Students, do not get confused. One is a linear motion, means the motion that takes place in a straight line. Next is a non-linear motion. Non, the word stands for no, means the object that does not travel in a straight line are called as non-linear motion. Then we had also revised about oscillatory motion. So there are different types of non-linear motion. Among them, we had studied about oscillatory motion. So what is oscillatory motion? It is the motion of a body that is oscillating. Oscillating means swinging back and forth, swinging back and forth. Example is the swing which we see in the garden, the seesaw which you play on in the garden. Okay, so we had learned till here. Now we are going to revise the other topics. Now this is a watch. You all know that the minute hand and the hour hand and the second, there are three hands of the clock. All these hands, they move in a circular manner around the clock. Now I'll show you one more example. Can you all tell me what is this? You can unmute the audios and tell me. See, you have already completed with the topic. Is it a merry-go-round or is it a giant wheel? You can unmute the audios and answer. It is a
merry-go-round.
Very good. It is a merry-go-round. Okay. And you have seen this during any fair. Okay. Now, again, if you see, they are moving in which, what is the motion of this merry-go-round?
Circular.
Very good. It is circular. Okay. The next example is, can you tell me the name of this?
Ceiling fan.
Yeah, it's a ceiling fan. Again, ceiling fan moves in
circular motion.
Yeah, it moves in circular manner. Okay. So if we talk about the watch, the merry-go-round, the fan, all these move in a circular manner. So we can say that they possess circular motion. They are all, the object is in circular motion. Okay. So we'll learn about circular motion. The motion of an object along a circular path is called circular motion. Motion of an object along a circular path is called as circular motion. So can you all give me some more examples of circular motion? that you all see at your home?
Giant wheel.
Okay, very good. Giant wheel is one example. Another example, Acha, when you enter your kitchen, is there anything which has circular motion that you have seen? What about the mixer grinder? Okay, when we switch on, what happens? It moves in the circular manner. The rotator or it moves in the circular manner. Then next, talking about the washing machine. Again, the turbine of the washing machine rotates in a circular manner. So you have n number of examples talking about the rotation and revolution of the earth around the sun. Again, it is an example of circular motion. Okay, now we are going to move towards another type of motion. Again, we are going to consider a watch. Okay, and you all know that this watch is going to move in a circular manner. Okay, but they are going to come at a fixed position after a certain interval of time. Okay, the minute hand will come again to this position after 60 minutes. The hour hand will again come to this position after 12 hours. Okay, so what does it indicate? And the second hand again comes to this fixed position after 60 seconds. So here you all can see that they complete a certain what we can say is they complete their motion at a certain interval of time. Okay, we'll take one more example. If we talk about pendulum, you all know that pendulum. Okay, here it is an example of oscillatory motion. Okay, it's an example of oscillatory motion also. But see, this is the middle part. Okay, and it touches over here and here. So what you all can see, it first goes and touch here, then it again comes to the middle portion and touch on this side. Again it comes to the middle portion, okay, and then touch on this side. Means they come to the same position after a certain interval of time, after a regular interval of time. So we can classify them, the motion, we can also describe it as periodic motion. Periodic, because it is periodic, right? Because it is coming at a certain point again and again after a fixed period of time. So the motion of an object which passes through a certain point again and again after a fixed period is called periodic motion. A very important point, they pass through a certain point again and again after a fixed period. That is called as periodic motion. Normally, the oscillatory motion and circular motion. Okay, some objects having oscillatory motion and circular motion are also periodic motion. Okay, but I'm telling some object. Some object means what? The objects which reach the point at a fixed interval of time. Okay, if one suppose if there is a part, if something is moving in a circular path, starting it is slow, but afterward it is fast. So that we are not going to consider it under periodic motion. Okay, we want after a certain fixed interval of time. So this is all about periodic motion. Next, we'll move to the other part. Now here you all can see the butterfly. So how are the butterflies moving? Is there a proper pattern in which they are moving?
They in random motion.
Yeah, they are moving randomly here and there. Very good. So, and if we talk about the players of football, again you can see the motion is not fixed. They are moving randomly here and there. Okay. So such type of a motion, we can place it under random motion. So the motion that changes its direction, if you see, Here, the butterflies are changing their direction because their direction is not fixed. They are moving randomly. Again, the player are moving in here and there randomly. So the motion that changes its direction and the speed continuously is called random motion. Hope that three types of motions are clear to all of you. Okay, so we have studied about three motions today. One is circular motion, second is periodic motion, and the third one is random motion. Okay, so now we are going to move towards the speed. See, every time, whenever we are talking about motion, we are talking about the word called as speed. So let us see what exactly a speed is. Okay, now suppose I'm taking an example. Okay, you all like to participate in running competition, right? So on what basis do we select a winner? On what basis we say that this person is a winner? There is some criteria that you follow, right? Okay, I'll give you one example. See, all these students, okay, all the children, they are going to have a running competition of 200 meters. Okay, the distance is fixed. They have to travel from point A to B. They are supposed to run from point A to B. Whoever reaches first will be the winner. You all know this. If suppose this person reaches within, let us say, within a minute, he takes 1 minute to reach point B. And suppose this person takes 1.5 minutes, okay, 1.5 minutes to reach the point B. Okay, now you all tell me who will be the winner among these two? The person who is reaching in 1 minute or the person who is reaching in 1.5 minutes?
Person who reaching 1 minute.
Okay, so why in 1 minute? Okay, because the distance over here is fixed. The distance is fixed, and here the time taken is less. This shows that the speed of this person is greater. The speed of this person is greater, and he has reached first. That is why we select him as a winner. So, in whole, what we are supposed to learn, that the speed depends upon, now you all know the speed depends upon, first was the distance. Okay, it depends upon distance and it depends upon the time taken. So we'll learn about the speed. So let us know what exactly a speed is first. The distance traversed by an object. Now see, this, suppose this is an object. Okay, so the distance traversed by an object in unit time, in a particular time. Now here what we are doing is, we are keeping time fixed. Suppose 60 seconds is the time, and we have to count the speed of the different objects. This is object A and another object is B. So in 60 seconds, how much is the distance they are covering, that we are going to measure. Suppose A covers a distance of around 100 meters. Okay, in 1 minute, or we can call it as in 60 seconds. And the B covers a distance of 90 meters, again in 1 minute. Now you all tell me, whose speed will be more, A or B? The time is same. Time is same for both of them. In 1 minute, A covers 100 meters and B covers 90 meters. So now you all tell me, and that is, object A will travel with a higher speed. So on this basis, we can say that what is speed? It is the distance traversed by an object in unit time. In unit time means we are talking in 1 minute, okay, or in a second, any particular fixed time. So we'll see the formula for speed. So how is the formula? Speed is equal to, this will be Okay, speed is equal to distance traversed. Distance traversed, that is d, upon the time required for traversing the distance. Time required for traversing the distance means, what is the formula? Speed is equal to distance upon time. Okay, sd, this is how you'll remember, distance upon time. Okay, now what is the unit that we are going to use? Now see, for measuring the length, we use the unit as meter. Okay, for length we use the unit as meter. Length के लिए we are using meter. For measuring any mass, for mass we use the unit as kg. Okay, similarly, and for time we use second or we use hour. Similarly, for mass we can use kg or gram. For calculating length we use the unit as meter or centimeter. Similarly, what is the unit for speed? Now see, distance is measured in meter, right? It is measured in distance. Sorry, if the distance is measured in meter, then the time will be measured in second. Time will be measured in second. So the unit of the speed will be meter. Now see, here it is division. So you are going to write per. Per means the same division. Meter per second. So the unit will be meter per second. Now, instead of this, if I'm using another unit, if I'm measuring the distance in kilometer, okay, it is an SI unit. If I'm measuring the distance in kilometer, then the time required for traversing the distance will be in hour. It will be in hour. So what will be the unit for speed? It will be measured in kilometer. Now see, it is division over here. So per hour. So this will be the unit of speed. So finally, we'll talk about the unit of speed. It is kilometer per hour, or it can be measured in meter per second. So we have completed this chapter. So we'll just have a small summary of this. Achha, before that, okay, a moving object, it's not necessary that the moving object will have only one type of motion. It can have more than one type of motions also. So we'll summarize the points, whatever we have done today. Okay, first you all know that objects in motion are those that change their position continuously. Okay, so continuous displacement of an object is motion. Okay, next, we have learned about various types of motion. The first one is linear motion, and the types of linear motions are uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. Then we had learned about non-linear motion. The types of non-linear motions are oscillatory motions, circular motion, periodic motion, and the random motions. Okay. Next, we have learned about speed, that the distance traversed by an object in unit time. Now see, this point is important. In unit time, you are traveling the distance. Okay, whenever you're traveling the distance, you're comparing it with time. Only then you can count the speed. So the distance traversed by an object in unit time is called its speed. And the time required to traverse a certain distance will depend upon the speed of the object. The time that you require to cover a distance will depend upon the speed of the object. So I'm giving you 30 seconds. Revise the summary points. Okay, we'll move for the question answer sessions now. Now see, you're supposed to identify the types of motion. Okay, movement of the earth around the sun. You can unmute the audios and answer the question. Movement of the earth around the sun indicates which kind of motions?
Circular motion.
Very good. It's a circular motion. You all can see this. This is the orbit. Wait. Now this is the orbit of the earth. Okay. And the earth is going to revolve around the sun in a circular manner. So we say that it has circular motion. Again, now you will tell me this earth itself is going to rotate, right? So earth is again having a circular motion
And periodic motion.
Very good. It is also having a periodic motion. Okay. Now, why we say that it is having periodic motion? Because it is again going to come at the same position after a fixed interval of time. Okay. Now, I'll just zoom this image. Tell me what is the movement? How is the movement of moon around the earth?
Circular motion.
Very good. It's a circular motion.
And periodic motion.
Very good. It's a periodic motion also. Again, you all know that the moon revolves around the earth as well as it rotates around itself. Okay. So in both the cases, the moon itself has a circular motion, and while revolving around the earth, again it is having circular motion. It has both the motion, circular as well as periodic motion. What about sun? Does sun rotate around itself?
No.
Sun also rotates around itself. Okay. So again, it is having a circular motion. Remember, sun also rotates around itself. Okay. So let's see the answer. It is circular motion as well as periodic motion. Now, identify the types of motion over here. The movement of a table fan.
Circular motion and periodic motion.
It's a circular motion. We'll move for the next question. Identify the types of motion. Okay, you all can see here the image of the fish swimming in the water.
Random motion.
Very good. It's a random motion because here their movement is not fixed. They move here and there. So it's a random motion. Pendulum of a clock.
Oscillatory motion.
Yeah, it's an oscillatory motion. And is there any other motion that you all can observe?
Periodic motion.
Very good. Periodic motion. So it has two types of motion, that is oscillatory motion as well as periodic motion. Okay. Now identify the types of motion over here. Giant wheel. First, talking about giant wheel.
Circular motion.
Okay,
Circular motion.
very good. Now tell about this merry-go-round.
Circular motion.
Circular motion. Now see, I'm going to ask you a tricky question. You all know that uniform means what? Same speed. And non-uniform means what? The speed will be different. Now, see this giant wheel. See the giant wheel and tell me whether this giant wheel possess uniform circular motion or non-uniform circular motion. Will the giant
Circular motion.
it will have a non-uniform circular motion. Why? Because while going up, what happens? The speed decreases. But when it is going down, what happens? The speed somewhat increases. So here there is a change in the speed. That is why giant wheel will be placed under sorry. Okay, it's a uniform circular motion, and here it will be placed under non-uniform circular motion. Talking about, okay, there's one more, fill in the blank. Distance traversed by an object in unit time is called, what is it called? If the distance is traveled by an object in a unit time, we call it as
Periodic motion.
periodic. Sure. Distance traversed by an object in a unit time is called periodic motion or speed?
Speed.
Speed. Very good. Okay, it is speed. Okay, now the kite looking for its prey flies with dash motion in the sky. Now when kite is looking for his food, okay, he is going to have which kind of a motion?
Random motion.
Very good, it's a random
motion. Random motion.
It's a random motion. Now, which type of motions are seen in birds flying in the sky? When it is flying,
Motion.
oscillatory motion, very good. The wings goes up and down. So we say that the wings of the bird has oscillatory motion. Now see, when it is flying up in the sky, it will have which kind of motion? It is going to move here and there, right? So it will have random motion also. Very good. It has random motion also and oscillatory motion also. So here we are ending with this session. Now your homework will be to revise the chapter once again. Thank you.
Okay, teacher. Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, teacher. Bye, teacher. Bye. Thank you.